Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be my makeup collection 2025. Now, I'm not someone who buys a crazy amount of makeup in general, and of course it takes time to use up the makeup that you have, so you will see the same products probably for years to come. And then there are going to be additions, there are going to be some subtractions, there are going to be some updates on products in general, like something that you might have seen with no pan last year. This year will have a pan in it, so it's not going to be very different. In general, it's not a super huge collection either. Like, the total number of products that I have is definitely under 100, and I would like it to ideally be under 50 as well, but my lipstick collection is clearly not allowing that to happen. So yes, if you want to see my makeup collection, know all the products that I have, and just watch a nice, good, like old-fashioned, non-aesthetic makeup collection, then please keep on watching. So I'm going to start first with this drawer cubby situation right here. There is some skincare on the top, but I have my makeup in here, and then more like storage, like whatever skincare is on storage is in here. So this is a makeup collection, so I'm going to show you all the makeup, and this is all that I have. The first two things are these eyeliners. This is like backstock. I have one more as well, which lives in my everyday makeup pouch, and then I have these two which are my backups. This is a newer edition. This is the Mars Oil Blotter Gel Compact. You can use this to mattify your face throughout the day, and it comes with like a puff applicator situation as well. There are some TikTok clips which I also keep in here. That's not a part of the makeup collection, but it's stored in here. Then we have the NARS blush. I'm gonna open this one and show it to you. Some of the stuff is still in boxes, and then there is other stuff that is not in boxes. This is in the shade Orgasm Edge. Yes, I remembered the shade, but I had kind of forgotten. Okay, this is the shade Orgasm Edge. It's a beautiful everyday nude kind of a shade, and it's matte, which is what I love. Then I'm gonna keep this aside. I have the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette in this I was gonna say in the shade, but yeah, it is the variant Rosé in the Air, and this is what that looks like. It's a beautiful neutral palette. I'm sure you've seen this palette a gazillion times on the internet. So we have that. Then we have my Essence blush, which I have hit pan on, like you can see, and the compact is broken as well. So I wanted to use it up this year, but I have also been giving other blushes more love, which is why this has not been used a ton. Like earlier this year I was using it a ton. I think I hit pan also on this year. I don't remember. I think so though. But yeah, since then it's kind of on a hiatus. Then I have my e.l.f. bronzer. This is in the shade Forever Sunkissed. Yeah, that's the shade. Really beautiful product. Love it. Let me try and open this with one hand. Yes. This is the shade. It is the most beautiful, like, light bronzer, but it still works for my skin tone, which is kind of medium. So we have that. Then we have a Wet n Wild loose powder. I have emptied one of this already, and then this is my second one. There is a decent amount of product in here. I want to say like maybe half. So we have that. Then I have the Sephora colorful blush. This is in a really nice bright shade. Let me try and open it so I can show it to you. This is what the Sephora blush looks like, and this is in the shade Flirt It Up. That is the shade. Now I have these two Essence powders, the Brighten Up Banana Powder, and then the All About Matte Fixing Compact. I bought both of these because of Andrea Mittilano, but to be honest, I don't reach for them, and I also don't, I feel like, have the right brush for them. So I have considered maybe giving them to my mom or something, and potentially decluttering these, because again, I don't use them. I've had them for a year and I've maybe used them like twice. So I think it would make sense for me to declutter this. But yeah, I'll think about it. Then I have the Milani bronzer in the shade Suntan. This is the Silky Matte bronzer. This is very hard to open, but surprisingly I've opened it. And this is, I think, the darkest shade which I saw in store. They have number 1 and 2, which I should have probably gotten 2, but for some reason it looked like it was too light, which is why I got number 3. So it's a little bit deeper. Speaking of deep bronzers, the Sephora bronzer also, which I got, this is the Sephora matte bronzer, is also, I feel like, a little bit deep. It's number 1, by the way. So considering I'm saying this is deep is laughable. But this is Golden Getaway, and shit, and I feel like it's pretty deep. Did I just hit my nail in this bronzer while opening it? I think I did, yeah. But yes, that is the Sephora bronzer. We have more stuff at the back, but I'm not going to be able to open it completely, so let me grab them one by one and show you. So this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Palette. This was all the rage back in the day. It has a banana powder and a contour powder. I don't think I've used the banana powder, but I have used the contour powder, and again it's a little bit of a deeper bronzer. And this is Dulce Delicia. I'm probably saying that wrong, but yeah. Let me switch hands and let me use my left hand now. This is the ColourPop Deja Brew eyeshadow palette. Again, really pretty palette. Love the shades in here. I can open palettes or compacts with my right hand, but with my left hand it's going to be even more difficult. But this is what the palette looks like. Really pretty. Then I have this LA Girl blush. This is their blush in the shade Just Playful. Another really pretty, okay, I can't do it with my left hand, so let me use my right hand to open it. This is what that looks like. All the blushes are pretty, like, I would say in a similar color family. Then I have this e.l.f. HD powder. It is their translucent powder, and you can see I've used a decent amount. This is their HD powder in sheer translucent. Yeah, you can see I've used a decent amount of this. And then the last powder is this Danessa Merrick's Beauty yellow powder. This I have also surprisingly used quite a bit, but not that much. I feel like I've used maybe like 33% of this. It has a mesh though. Okay, now we have a House Labs blush. This is in the shade Pomelo Peach. This is what that looks like. Now I'm going to show you my favorite bronzer contour that's available in India. This is Sugar's Contour de Force contour powder in the shade, yeah, Taupe Topper. If you're on a budget, you're a big nerd, you don't have too much money to spend on makeup, unlike all the other brands which are right here, it doesn't even matter. If you can get this, you don't need any other contour powder, and it's going to last you forever. I bought this first, and then immediately once I used it up in the palette, I bought the individual, but then I never actually ended up like even starting to use it. Where is that gone? Yeah, it's here. Because then I got all the other makeup from the US. We have this Pretty Smart Cosmetics bronzer powder. This is actually a really nice one. This is in the shade Hermosa 2. Then we have another bronzer. This is from Fenty Beauty. This is their Sunstalker bronzer. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to open this with one hand, but let's see. Let's try. Yeah, no, I can't do it, guys. Oh, I did it. I opened it with one hand. And this is what it looks like. This is also, yeah, the second lightest shade. It is Shady Biz. Really pretty. We have some expired lip balms from Nykaa, which I still have them even though they're expired. One is the peach variant, the upper one, and then this is the grape variant, the purple one. This is a My Use Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Pataka, I think. Yeah, and this is brand new. I've considered selling it, giving it away as a gift, because I already have one of these, and I know I'm not going to go through the entire one before I'm going to need this. When does this expire? Oh, this is going to expire soon. March 2026. So I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. I should have noticed that before and given it away to someone, but now we are what, 5 months away? But I doubt I'm going to be able to use this, so I should give this to someone ASAP. Okay, now we have NARS's Laguna bronzing powder. This is a matte bronzing powder. In case you're wondering why did I buy so many bronzers in the US, it's because I've heard about all these brands for years and I just wanted to get them, because that's not an opportunity that comes very often to you. This is the shade Laguna 03, and again it's Laguna matte, and this is what that looks like. And then I'll show you the eyeshadow palettes last. Let me show you this as well. This was 50% off. That was my reasoning to buy this. The One Size Beauty by Patrick Star Contour Bronzer Trio comes with 3 shades, and even though this is the lightest shade in their bronzing trios, this is deep for me. Especially these 2 shades are pretty deep, and then this one is the lightest one. Or maybe I think these 2 shades are super deep and this is the lightest one. I'm not quite sure. Okay, now last but not least, we have these 2 eyeshadow palettes. The first one is Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette. You've seen this in my makeup collection for years. Years and years and years. And this is the only like more fancy-ish palette that I have. Yeah, it looks pretty dirty because the white does not get cleaned, so there's that. And then we have the Huda Beauty matte eyeshadow palette. Guys, since you're watching this in October, I would also request you to please go and vote for my Pan That palette for 2026. The options that I've given you is Huda Beauty, this matte palette, the Wet n Wild one, the Elf one, and then the Colourpop one. This is what the Huda Beauty Warm Matte Obsessions looks like. I don't know where you'll be able to buy this if you want to, because I bought it from Nykaa 2 years ago, I want to say, or was it last year? I think it was last year. But now it's not available anymore on Nykaa for some reason. So if you want to buy this, I'm not sure where you can buy it from. I mean, you can obviously buy it from the official website, but yeah, where else can you buy it from? I'm not quite sure. So this is everything that I keep right here basically in my makeup collection. And then of course I have my everyday makeup, which I'm going to show you next. And then last is my lipstick collection. So now you're sitting with me on my bed so that I can show you everything that I keep in this makeup storage pouch. It's not exactly a makeup storage pouch, it's more like an everyday cosmetic makeup bag that I bought from Amazon. I will link it down below if you're interested in it. I like that it comes with these 4 like zippers. You can individually of course carry it. Like a lot of times I just carry this in my tote to work, And then if I want to keep stuff in different pouches, I can do that as well. So let's start with this first. There are of course the makeup brushes which I'm using right now. We have my eyebrow pencil which is from Etude House. We have more blushes. We have my Wet n Wild blush which I'm currently using, and you can see a wet pan on it as well. And then we have this e.l.f. blush in the shade Always Rosy, but it does not look like a rose, you guys. It looks more like a nude blush. It also looks very much like a bronzer actually in the pan, but no, it's actually a blush. Then we have my Pilgrim eyeliner. This is the one that I'm currently using. I told you earlier, right? I have one in my makeup bag, and then I have the back stock in the drawer. I have my Marc Jacobs bronzer. Let me try and open it so I can show you the beautiful pan. Yeah. And the broken mirror as well. Then I have one eyeshadow palette here. I mean, it's not a palette really, it's a duo. It's a contour and a highlight duo, which I use only the contour as an eyeshadow, and then the highlight I don't use. And then the sibling to that one is over here, which is the bronzer and highlight duo, and that has the bronzer with pan and highlighter with obviously no pan, just a gash of my finger. Okay, then in this we have a sugar bronzer which is not as good as the contour, but this is the shade Woody Wonder. I highly recommend Taupe Topper and not this one. This is in fact a little bit muddy even on my skin, I feel, but I'm still using it. CoverGirl blush in the shade, what is the shade of this? Coral Crush. This is what that looks like. And then the e.l.f. quad in, what is the name of this? I don't actually know, but I think it's I Love You a Latte, from what I can remember. And then the Charlotte Tilbury mini bronze and contour, sorry, is it contour and highlight or bronze and highlight? The duo, where we have the bronzer, contour and the highlighter. What else do we have in here? This is Mona Lisa that I haven't gotten rid of yet because there is a teeny tiny bit, but I'm not really able to use it up because every single time I try to use it, it just, like, I'm applying lipstick and the lipstick is coming off at the same time. So yeah, by the year end I'm going to put this in my empties, but for now I'll see if I can use it somehow. That is pretty much all of my makeup that is in my everyday pouch, apart from one thing which I'm going to grab, and that is this right here, the Mars loose powder in, it's the Born to Bake loose powder in, what shade is this? Translucent. Yeah, I'm almost out of this. I don't know if you can see, I took off the mesh today, so now once I open it, it's just going to be powder without any protective seal in the middle. Now the last category which I was planning to show you was lipsticks, but then I remembered that there is nail paint as well. So I'm not going to show you every single lipstick like with names and colors etc. I'm just going to show you all the brands that I have and tell you which ones they are in case you can't recognize them. Some of them you're going to be able to recognize, like this one for example from Mars, which is so popular, everyone knows what it is. This is the Mars Matte Muse Mousse lipstick. Then we have some Faces lip crayons. I have 3 shades. It would make more sense for me to show you individual shades with like photos and lip swatches and everything, and I'm going to do a lipstick tournament video for that, so that's why I'm not individually sharing names and shades of every single one. So we have that. Then we have some Fay Beauty lip whips. Again, I think you will recognize these from the packaging. We have a Nykaa Ultra Matte lipstick. This is the shade Diana. We have a matte lipstick. This is Russian Red. We have one Miss Claire Power Matte Lip Color. We have multiple of the My Use Cosmetics. Is that it? Yeah. I had more which I've decluttered. I just have 4 shades left now. Then I have a Faces Comfy Matte Wow liquid lipstick. Love this shade. And what I have left is one Plum liquid lipstick. This formula I'm pretty sure is discontinued by now. This is from Studio West, and then this one is also from Studio West. And then what I have left over here to show you is all my mini liquid lipsticks. These are Love Earth, the black caps from their first like discovery set or like set of mini liquid lipsticks. The black ones are the first first ones, and then the white ones are the newer ones, like newer shades basically. And then last but not the least, we have these from Parul Garg Beauty. Now there were obviously 10 shades. I ended up keeping 6 and then decluttering 4. These 6 shades I actually like, which is why I kept these and then I decluttered the rest. Now my nail paints I store in this swimming goggles box basically. And these are all the shades that I have. Of course you can see some Muse Beauty perfume samples in here as well. These are the ones that I was planning to declutter because I didn't like the smell of them, but I want to wear them once on my skin and then I will decide if I want to declutter them. But that's not what this video is about. I'm going to show you my nail paints. So I have this purple one from Nykaa. Mostly all my nail paints are Nykaa. This is the purple one. Then this is the red one. These are from the festive collection from last year. Then we have this one from the Insta Dye collection. I love this shade so freaking much. This is my second or third one, I think. And from the same collection I also have this shade, which is the most beautiful teal blue. This is from the vegan collection. Didn't like the formula as much, but the shade I kind of do like. We have the mirror chrome one. I have this one, and then I also have this one, which is also mirror chrome. This I've used so many times. If you can see the partition, it's because I've not shaken all of these really well. Of course, when they're sitting around, they kind of get separated like this, but then you can shake them and they're perfectly fine. One more Insta Dry. This is the nude. It's like a slightly pinky nude. And then this is more of a true nude from the Matinee Lacquer line. This is the only one that is non-Nykaa. This is also a shimmery silver from Faces. I do like the formula, but I don't love it as much as I love the Nykaa ones. And then I have a matte black, which I used to use on my toes earlier, from Nykaa as well. I don't paint my toes like any color at all nowadays, but I used to earlier. That's why I bought this, and I don't use this on my feet either. On my hands either, I'm sorry. So I don't know whether I should keep it or whether I should get rid of it. I'm not quite sure. So that is everything, and then of course we have some perfume samples. So that was it for you guys. That was for my 2025 makeup collection. Let me know if there is any one product that you have not seen a review on. You want to know my thoughts on that specific product. You can leave a comment down below and ask me your questions. And yes, I am aspiring to eventually have a collection that is just going to be like all it fits in like one big makeup bag, and I don't need to actually store the makeup in a separate like drawer or cubby or like any of that stuff. That is what ideally my goal would be, but we're definitely not anywhere close to being there. I'm gonna actually try to fit everything in a makeup bag that I have, which is pretty big, and see how much actually fits in there and what does not. And then I know whether I can eventually see that happening in 2026 maybe. Let's see, I don't know, but that was it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and definitely stay tuned because there's a lot more makeup inventory, skincare inventory, perfume collection. Like, there's a lot coming up in that fashion. So if you enjoy these videos, there's a lot coming. Make sure you subscribe, and you'll see me in the next video. Bye guys.